Alright, how's it going? Welcome to Gamedev stream number 9. Today we'll hopefully finish off the minigame that we started working on 2 days ago. It's the third minigame for our mage class, which is kind of inspired by Tetris, I guess. So on Monday we got the actual fundamentals of the minigame working. So we can obviously control these pieces. Right now there's only 2 pieces, but adding more is quite easy. But yeah, we got the fundamentals, we got some score, tracking, we got obviously the lines breaking and falling and whatnot, and then we got rewards based on our score. I did mention last stream that I do want to there we go. I did mention that I do want to make it so the score doesn't actually always go up. And instead of going up, you have like specific color distributions that you need to get in the lines that break. So you can't just get rid of lines, you have to actually make sure they're the right color distributions, pretty much. So that's one of the biggest things that we'll be working on implementing today. On top of that, if there's time, of course, we want to add sound effects and particles and whatnot. Right, so I think we'll start by doing like a simple color enum. Arcade. Block type, I think we'll call it. How do you actually define enum? Public enum, of course. Arcade. Block type. So here we'll do... Actually, I think I might need to check which ones we did. Sprites. We have minigames, arcade puzzle. Here. So we have blue, cyan, green, orange. Okay. Blue, cyan, green, orange. I think I'll just do all of them at once. Pink, purple, red, yellow. Red, yellow. There we go. Right. So of course we need to actually assign these to our blocks that we have. So we'll need to... Can you do... No, you can't. You can't attach the enum directly, which makes sense, I guess. So we'll need to add arcade block, I think we'll just call it. We'll attach this script basically to all of these individual blocks, pretty much. So we'll do it with the O shape, and we'll do it with the I shape as well. There we go. Open it up, and here I think all we need to do is define a public arcade block type. Block type. So these ones are going to be cyan, of course, and these ones will be green. Right. So let's see. Set up distribution requirements. So now the blocks actually know what color they are. Now I think we want to let's see here. If we define a scriptable object and we let the scriptable object be pretty much the requirement for a level, so we can define in that scriptable object what sort of requirement that we have, I guess. Yeah, I think that should work. So let's do under minigames, do arcade block requirement, I guess. There. I'm not sure what the best way would be for this. Maybe if we do... What if we do something like this? An array of 10. Or no. Can we do a dictionary? Can those be like exposed in the inspector? I'm not sure. That's possible. Let's see. We'll do a dictionary of arcade block type and an integer requirement. Let's see if that works. And of course, this has to be scriptable object, and we'll need to do the create asset menu thingy. No, it doesn't get exposed. Otherwise we would have seen it here, obviously. Unity expose dictionary inspector. No, it doesn't seem like there's an easy workaround for it. So what can we do instead of a dictionary then? Like my first instinct is to do a like a double list. We'll do a list that contains the arcade block types, and then we'll do another list that contains the amount, and we'll just match the indices. I guess another way would be to just use one list and sum it together. That feels... No, that wouldn't be too great. I guess we could do... Let's see, what if we do the idea I had from the start? We'll do a block type, an array of size 10. How do we do that? Oh. We just do it like this? No. With a new expression. Oh, right. There's a new block type of size 10, I think. Yeah. Then we have it like this. Which, I mean, yeah, it works, of course. So we could do like this: cyan, 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 the green, 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 green. But again, that's kind of ugly. Represent enum int pair in Unity inspector. Oh, of course, you can use structs. That should work. But let's see. System serializable. Public struct. Block amount pair. Public arcade block requirement. Block, we'll do amount. Right, and then we just do a list of this, I guess. Public list, block amount pair, block requirements. That should work. Yes, great. That's, oh, my bad. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, wait. Oops. We're doing arcade block requirement. That's arcade block type, of course. Yeah, I was wondering why I didn't get a drop down. There we go. That's perfect. So we can do like, you need 4 cyan and you need, where's green here? 6 green. There. Great, that's exactly what I wanted. Can we make this static, like the struct? No. But we can, I think we can access it, right? Directly from this. Yeah, hopefully. Or we could potentially just move it out, like this. Then I think it becomes available everywhere. Like it's not part of a class. Yeah. I think that works. Right. So let's set up a few of these. Okay, block requirement. All cyan, we'll call this. 40. Cyan, 60 green. All green. There we go. So we'll do 3 for now. So let's get this randomized in some way. So we'll do public list of type arcade block requirement, block requirements, or distribution requirements, I guess. There we go. We'll do private arcade block requirement, current requirement. Right. So let's define. Let's do another method here. Public void randomize requirement. Set current requirement equals what do we call it? Distribution requirements. And we'll randomize it, of course. So we'll do random.range between 0 and the distribution requirements.count, meaning we'll just take a random object of this list. And of course, we gotta do Unity engine. Since we've imported the system namespace, then there's a mismatch, pretty much. Right, so we have this function, randomize requirement. We'll call this in our start method, so we get an initial requirement, of course. And then in our check for lines, at the very end, after we've destroyed all the potential lines, then we'll set a new requirement. Meaning we won't do it in between lines, because obviously if you get a requirement, maybe you want to like build up a lot of lines of that same requirement and like get a combo of scores. Yeah. Let's see. So we have a distribution requirement. We'll add all 3 of them in here. There we go. Now, of course, we need a we need to display these in some way. So let's set that up. Let's create an empty game object in the canvas. We'll call it requirements display. Let's see where it is. It's in the middle, of course, but yeah. Let's move it somewhere like here, I think. We'll do minus 700. No, 650. Minus 75. Something like that. Let's add an image so we can see it. Our mage window is anchored at the bottom, so let's do the same here. There we go. I think that's better. Let's create a holder. Let's add some text to the top of this. Current or distribution requirement. There we go. We'll add, of course, a highlight. Let's see here. But let's, while we're at it, let's copy from the main game the UI colors. So we have this. Take that color. Minigame arcade. Let's see. There. Let's do the same for this, I guess. Or no, let's not actually. Let's get the highlight. Oh wait, no. I think these buttons are better. Maybe we'll do... No, let's do this one. So we go back to the arcade. There. Let's do the shadow, of course. Should be here. Yes. Oh, wrong minigame. There we go. Great. So now I have a holder, of course. Let's create the slots. I guess 75 by 75 should be good enough for this. We'll do... Oh, wait. Distribution slot. I think we can immediately give this an image text pair. Yes, we can. Perfect. Give it a text component. Or did I not? I thought I did a image text pair TMP. Could have sworn I did that. Let me do that real quick then. So where is it? Text ref. Oh, I did a text ref TMP. Okay. Let's see. Where is this? UI generic. Okay. Here. So let's copy paste this, make an image text pair TMP. Wait, it already is. Huh? It already is a TMP. Okay, that's quite silly. So let's delete it again then, I guess. Bye. Alright. So let's add a TMP here then. Text Mesh Pro. Make this the size of the slot. Put it at the bottom right. Set the correct font. And we'll see how it looks. $64 should be fine, I think. Yeah. What if we do 72? Even that's fine. And we can fit 1, 2... Oh, we forgot to give it horizontal layout group. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can fit 4. I don't think we'll ever do more than 4 in the distribution, honestly. That would just complicate things way too much. So let's keep it like this. We'll create a prefab of this, of course. Fab UI. There's a lot we gotta do further. Minigames, arcade puzzle here. Distribution slot. There we go. And here we'll need to create a script in the requirement display. So let's see here. We have minigames, arcade puzzle. Create a new script. Call it arcade requirement display. We'll add a reference to your prefab. Slot prefab. We'll add a reference to our holder where we want to create the prefabs under, pretty much. Transform holder. I think we just need to add a public void display requirement. We'll pass a arcade block requirement. That's it. So we'll start by looping through our holder that holds the children. We'll do for each transform child in holder, and we'll destroy the past, all those game objects. Transform, oh, there we go. And after this, we'll do for each, it will be block amount pair. In arcade block requirements, dot block requirements. So for each struct of this, pretty much. Then we'll do arcade block type. Of course, the arcade block type. We're going to need to match this to a sprite later. That shouldn't be too difficult, of course. But we'll do game object temps, or we'll call it new slot. I think that's better. Is the result of instantiate our slot prefab under our holder. We'll get the new slot dot get component image text pair display, and here we'll need to call. Here we'll need to actually get the sprite for our respective color. Right. How do we want to do this then? Obviously, we could just do it like this, maybe. Like we do a struct, block type, sprite. And we'll just define public list block type sprite. And then here we could do public sprite get sprite arcade block type. We just loop through which block type sprite in this little list. If block type equals the one we passed, then we return sprite. Otherwise, we return null. There. So I guess we'll just do get sprite of the actual block amount pair dot block and the amount. We'll do x plus the amount. There. I think that might do it. So here we'll do requirement display. It needs to get the prefab, of course, which will be under minigames, arcade puzzle, distribution slot, and we'll give it the holder. Great. This is, I'm noticing now, it's missing text reference. The image reference, yeah, it has that. Okay. Now I think we just have to call this method when we randomize the requirement. Arcade requirement display dot. Did I really do it with? No, did it correctly. Display requirement, and of course we have to add a reference to this game object. So we'll do public arcade requirement display. There's no argument. Oh, did I set it to private? No. What's the problem then? Display requirement. Oh, I gotta pass it, of course. The actual requirement. Okay, puzzle manager, requirement display. And there we go. If we're lucky now, then this should actually display. No, it did not. It just displayed a white square. Why is that? Oh, I know why that is. Forgot to fill in the list. Oh, we gotta make it serializable, that's why. Gotta make this serializable, and then we have to fill in the list of sprites and block pairs. Yeah. So this is what we have to fill in pretty much. Need to, I'm not sure how many we have. We have blue, we got cyan. We got green. Nope. There we go. Orange. Pink, purple. And two more, I think. Purple, red, yellow, yeah. I don't think we'll make shapes out of all of these colors, but I figured I might as well add all of them. There. Now it should display. Yeah. So first requirement was just green. Oh, wait, it changed. But okay, that's no good. Where are we calling this? Check for lines. Oh, of course. We're calling this every time we do a check for line. That's no good. I guess we gotta check if destroyed lines y levels dot count is greater than 0, meaning we actually destroyed the line. Then and only then will we actually randomize the requirement, of course. And while we're at it, I think I might wanna change up the display a little bit. Or no, let's keep it at 10, or like the numeric. I thought maybe displaying the percentage distribution would be better, but no, I think this is fine. So like now, for example, if you want to do 10 blue, you would need to like find some place to stock up the other colors, like so. There we go. Oh, and now it's changed, of course. That's no good either. I think we should only randomize it if you get rid of a line and it was actually like the correct line. It actually gave you score. Yeah. So let's do that while we're at it. We'll do it here, right? Yeah, this is where we actually destroy a line. I think we'll create another function. Public boolean is correct line. And here we'll pass the entire raycast hit thingy that we got returned. We'll return true at the end, and we'll do for each raycast hit 2D hit in hits. Oh, we gotta do for each, of course. Why did I not? There. We'll do arcade block. Arcade block equals hit dot collider. Get component arcade block. Because keep in mind, this array of hits contains all the hits that we got on an individual line, and we'll only pass it if we actually have a full line of the blocks. So we'll get the arcade block. If the arcade block, if it's null, we'll just continue. We'll ignore this iteration. I think we will turn false at the end here. Right. So what if we do list of I think we want to copy this from the requirement equals new list of block amount pair, and we just copy the current requirement block requirements. That way we can manipulate this one. So if the arcade block, or I think we'll just do if the arcade block is not null, we'll continue here. We'll do if block requirements dot arcade block requirement. Yeah, I guess we'll have to do another for loop in here. So for each block amount pair in block requirements, if block amount pair dot block, I think, yeah, it is just block, right? If that equals our arcade block dot block type, then we'll continue. But first, we'll do decrease the amount. Is that impossible? Is for each iteration variable. Huh. Dot amount equals. That's no good. We can't actually change the amount variable. That's weird. But what if I do it like this then? Is that possible? No, still not. Because it is not a variable. Equals block requirements. Dot amount minus 1. Why not? Because it is not a variable. What do you mean? Block amount pair. Yeah, I think we're overcomplicating this a bit. Let's start by is correct line array cost hit. Let's start by adding another helper function. We'll call it is fulfills requirement of arcade block type. Actually, even better, it'll take a dictionary of arcade block type and an integer. We'll do return true in here. And so in this one instead, we'll do define our dictionary, arcade block type, integer. No, I feel like this is going to have, instead this will have quite bad like time complexity. Let's get it working first and then we'll see how we can improve it. Dictionary arcade block type and an integer. Line distribution equals new dictionary. There we go. We'll do line distribution dot add arcade block dot block type 1 if the line distribution contains key. Otherwise, we'll just do it like this. Maybe we just do plus plus. Yeah. And then so here we just build up the dictionary and then we'll return the actual return value of fulfills requirement. Line distribution. There. So now we have a dictionary instead. So here, we'll loop through our, what did we call it again? Block amount pair. For each block amount pair in the current requirement dot block requirements. If the line distribution contains key of the block amount pair dot block and line distribution dot block line distribution dot what block amount pair dot block equals our block amount pair dot amount, meaning if we pass a dictionary of 4 green, we just check, does the current requirement require 4 green? No more or no less, just 4 green. If that's the case, we do continue, we just continue to check. Otherwise, we return false. That should do basically all we want. And then I think we'll also do return is the line distribution dot count. Can we do that? Does it equal to the current requirement dot count? No. Current requirement dot block requirements dot count. That's kind of like a last check. Or I don't think. Yeah, we do need that in case, just in case the line distribution contains more. In case it contains more elements than the current requirement, I guess. So if the current requirement is asking for 2 colors and we pass 3, but the 2 colors that it's requiring is the correct amount, then we'll still say that it's true even though it was false. So that's what this final check does, making sure that they also contain the same amount of pairs, pretty much. I think that's it. We can make both of these private, of course. So all we'll do here is we'll destroy them if it's correct, I guess. This correct line hits. Then we'll do this. And I think we have to do this check beforehand. And we'll do a little Boolean check here. Destroyed correct line. Set that to false. We'll set it to true in here. And then we'll have that check instead. If we destroy the correct line, then we'll randomize the requirement, pretty much. Let's see. So I have a requirement of all green. Let's see if we can get that going. Let's see. We should get no scores if we do this now. Yep. And the distribution requirement stays the same. Let's see if we can get another green one. Let's actually build up a little bit here. So we can get double. Come on. Come on. There, okay. Let's see now. We should get 20 points. Yeah. And then we get another distribution requirement. Or the same, because we're just randomizing 3 different ones. Is it just not gonna randomize it? Oh right, I made it actually. It doesn't randomize if we don't get the correct one, of course. That's why. But let's see if we can get the right one again. Oh no. Let's see. Green ones. Now I'm getting too many green ones instead. There. We need a blue one here. The blue one here. And we get a green one. Perfect. 30, 40. And maybe around... Yeah. Now it's all blue instead. Great. Ah, no. Yeah, this might be more difficult than I would have anticipated. And this is just with 2 shapes. Like the easiest 2 shapes, pretty much. Okay, now we might be able to get some. Come on. Ah! Come on. Okay, one more blue. No. There we go. 50, 60, 70, 80. Perfect. And now we got 4 and 6. Okay, let's see if we can... Yeah, we can do that immediately. 90. Great. And we got all green again. Let's see. Oh, we can get a lot here, I think. If we get lucky with the spawns. Oh wait, we can only get 2. Yeah. 1, 2. There we go. So 110 points. We stop the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we get sent back to the game. Great. So that's the distribution thingy already done. I guess we want to add... Honestly, I don't think I want to add too many shapes, because I don't want to make this too difficult of a game to do. So I think 2 shapes more will do. So let's do an L shape, I think. So we'll keep... How do we actually... Okay, we're in the middle of the squares, yeah. Minus, minus. Huh. I think I will move this one to be... What would it be? 0.5 minus 0.5. Something like this. I will make this be... We'll do purple. Or what do we have? We have blue, green. I guess let's do red. Where do we have our... Looking for the proper shape here. There. No, wait. Not that one. Ah. It would be this one. And we just flip it. Yeah. Red block would be this one, I think. We flip that. Red block again. Would be this one. I guess we'll flip that as well. Does that look better? No real difference, really. Let's keep it unflipped then. And we'll do the top as well, which will be this. I think that's it. Let's set these guys as color to red, of course. I think we can drag it in. And what shape do we want to end off with? I guess is it called T-shape? I like that one. I think we'll do the T-shape. Keep this. Keep that. Keep that. We'll move this. So we'll do. I think that's the proper way. Need to change all of these, so we'll do yellow then, I guess. There. We'll set these guys as color to yellow, of course. There. Now all we have to do is drag this into our all pieces list. And of course, we'll need to set up some additional requirements. So we have 10 in total. So what if we do 4 green? Yeah, let's do that. 4 green, 2 of each. We'll do green, 2 cyan, 2 red, and 2 yellow. And of course we'll do an all red as well as an all yellow. We'll do a 50 red green, I think. I think also I want to do this in the order that they come in, like this. We'll do cyan, yes, green, red, yes. Okay, great. 50-50 red, green. We'll do 50-50 cyan, yellow. Yeah, let's start there, I think. That means we have 8 different distributions. I think we might want to also add several requirements, maybe. See, there's different distributions you can pick from. Maybe, if it's too difficult to get the correct one immediately. But let's see if we can actually get this. So and if the shapes work fine. The yellow one, So we need a full blue distribution. The green over here. Got another yellow. Let's put that there, I guess. A red one. Let's put it here. It's going to be difficult. I think we need to like raise the ceiling a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, okay, I really need a blue one now. Come on. Come on. No. No. Yeah. Oh, we don't have a losing requirement either, I just realized. But yeah, we might want to actually increase the height a little bit. Let's see here. Left wall, right wall, we'll increase these to 24 maybe. Take the main camera, set it to 12. Yep, that's great. I think that's it. Yeah, let's see. The spawning we might need to move up a little bit. Okay, so we got all red, and we started with the red one. That's perfect. The yellow one here. Got a green one. A blue. Come on. Give me red. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, it's over already. Yeah. Let's add a losing requirement real quick. Where is our spawn point here? 12. We put that there. I think we'll do 14 instead. Increase these a little bit more. And we'll check. Falling piece stopped. Here. Yeah. Falling piece stopped. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll check if piece transform dot position dot y is greater than the spawn point dot y. We'll do +1. If the y level +1 is greater than the spawn point, then game over. Else we'll do check for lines. Game over. Define private void. Game over, and we'll do give reward. What did we call it? Session over. Okay. There. Let's see if we can win this or get any points to begin with. Ooh, okay, this is promising. I think you just have to get really lucky in the beginning. Why did I do that? Okay, another yellow. Great. There we go. Put the green one there. There we go. 10 points. I gotta speed this up too, I think. So now we have to do a full blue one. We have two blue lines next to each other up there. This should be doable. If we get any blue ones, come on. Yellow. Red one. Come on. Give us blue. No! No more yellow. Ay, ay, ay. A green one. Blue, here we go. Let's put that there. Another red. Let's do it there, I guess. Ay, 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 that's no good. Okay. Let's see now. I think we'll do it there. Yeah, good. And we get it down a little bit. Oh, yes, great. Okay, another blue one. Put that here. Ooh. Great. Because now we have an additional place where we can start stacking them up. Another blue one. Come on, I just need one more blue. Please. Please. No. Yes, okay. Now we should get 30 more points. Yes, great. Yeah, we gotta speed this part up. Now let's see if we can lose. What happens if we keep going? Yeah, and it's over. Great. And I just realized the distribution thingy is being rendered over the reward panel. There we go. All right. Now, what was... There was something I was thinking about. I wanted to do. I can't remember what it was, unfortunately. Oh, right. Speed up the falling. Of course. We have that here, I think. Check for lines. Time between ticks here. We'll do divide it by 5, maybe. But let's really speed it up. Right. There's time to add juice as well to this. So I think we'll do that. We'll add some sound effects as well as some particle effects and whatnot. So let's start by, let's look in here. Where do we have our sound? Nowhere. Did we put that in the audio? Yes, we did. Okay. So let's do an arcade sound player. And we'll just see what needs to be copied. Mining sound player, we need it to inherit from sound players class. And we'll add a static instance to it. We'll set the instance in the awake, and we'll set the instance and we'll call the parent class awake. There we go. And then we'll just add the sound clips that we need. Great. Let's replace our sound player with that then, because now I think we're using the mining sound player. Let's add the arcade sound player. Remove the old one. and we add our different pitches. There we go. So then let's actually start adding some sounds, I think. Let's see what we have. So we have this, once again, the audio asset pack that I use. Let's see what kind of audio we have. Bullet impact. I really like the impact sounds that we did. I think that was under punch impact. The survival kit sounds pretty good too. There's a lot of impact sounds here. Like what if we do impact wood or whatnot? It's a lot of sounds. Metal tools, mining, hitting stone, opening drawer, punch. Let's just search it up. Wood. Chopping wood. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah, that could work. Like this is for the sound when these runes actually hit the ground, when they stop moving. Yeah, I think that could work. Let's try it, honestly. Chopping wood. Let's add something for when we actually break the lines, of course. I think we'll try this one. So it's two different chopping wood sounds, but yeah, I think they should work quite well. Let's add public audio clip, landed sound, and broke line sound. So we'll do public void. Oh, or damaged. Block landed. We'll do play sound, landed sound, public void, broke line. Or play sound, broke line sound. So in our arcade puzzle manager, we'll do destroyed lines here. Yeah. We'll do arcade sound player instance, broke line. Oops. And in our falling piece stopped, here is where we'll do block land. Oops, I accidentally opened CapCut now, I think. Yes, let's not open that. Oh. Sorry about that. I accidentally opened several different programs at once. It became just chaos. Sorry. Right, we're adding the clips. So let's do wood, chopping wood 11, I think it was. And then chopping wood normal for the broke sound. Let's see. quite low, but let's pause the music for a bit. Yeah. It's a bit still missing a lot of sounds, I think. We need I'm not really sure where I want to put them, but maybe like when you actually move blocks. We want some sounds. But yeah. So let's add some particles, I guess. That's what we'll do. See if we have... Let me check the particles that we already have. Where do we have that? Should be on the mine, right? Like we have this particle system, and how does that look? That is a chop particle. Like what if we just took this and changed it up a little bit? Let's try it and see how it looks. Yeah. So let's change up the shape. We'll start with. We have 360-degree arc, a radius of 0.25. No, we'll do 0.5 still. Prefabs, minigames, arcade puzzle here. So we'll need to change the sprite, of course. Something like this. We'll give it a stop action of destroy. There we go. Sign break particle, call it. Let's do public void destroy block. I'll destroy on the game object, and then we'll have a public game object particle destroy particles. So what we'll do is in here, we'll do instantiate the destroy particles at our transform.position, quaternion identity, which means no rotation. So in our arcade puzzle manager, we'll do, where is it? Here. So instead we'll do hit.get component arcade block. No, wait. Or is it arcade block? Yeah, it is. Dot destroy block. Hit dot glider, of course. I guess we could do some more coding magic here, in that we set the actual break particle dot sprite to whatever sprite the block is. Yeah, let's do that. Particle system. Particle system equals instantiate, and we do dot get component particle system. Why does that not work? What do we need to import? Oh, there, of course. And then we do particle system dot its texture sheet animation dot set sprite. Guess we'll have to do get component sprite renderer dot sprite. That did not work. It's an integer. I guess that's the index. There. This one had it. Oh, gotta open it up. Yeah. There we go. So now, if we need to adjust the particle, we just have to adjust one instead of four, like different for each color. And it did not play any particle. Why is that? It did create a bunch of particles. Where? Here? Oh, wait, do we not have... Right, they're very wrong. They shouldn't be looping, of course, and I think we don't have play on awake. Yeah, that's the problem. So it did create the actual particles, it just didn't play them. Oh! Yeah, I like that. Yes, I like that very much. Yeah, that's really satisfying. Right. Yeah, that's very nice. I like it a lot. So maybe we do want some additional sound effects for when we actually move the pieces. Like when we rotate them. Do all of that. Right. So I found my oldest account on Twitch and Discord, so I'm keeping this account now so we can become better. Okay. How's it going, man? Yeah. I added a bunch of juice and whatnot to this the third minigame of the Gridle, which is kind of like a Tetris-inspired minigame, but you have to actually get a specific distribution of the lines in order to get any points. So if you want any points, you need to actually, for this example, I need to get a full line of just green blocks, which is actually harder than it seems. I'm gonna see if I can get it now. Let's see. It's going pretty good, thanks. Great to hear. Nah, it's Jover. I can't do it. Please, I just one green. Yes, okay. We're back. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, put that there. No. Okay, another green. Perfect. Come on. More green. No. Alright, we just need more and more. Please. Please. Yes. Okay. 10 points. Nice. Okay, now we need all yellow, and that's we're never getting that. But yeah, I think what I said earlier about adding a couple of distributions would be good here, because this is super hard. It's much harder than I would have thought. Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, we're back. Maybe we don't want to up the number of requirements then, or number of possible distributions. Instead, maybe we just want to increase the number of points you get from a successful line. I think that could work as well. Balance this out. Do we maybe want to animate the mage down there in the corner? Because right now he's not doing anything. Maybe we want to do some animations for him. Yeah, let's do that. Where is he? Mage window, here. We have this little, nice little image. I think what we'll do is we'll just get our mage character, drag him in here. We'll unpack him so he's not a prefab. Remove all of the different random garbage. Character health, we don't want that. Oh, they moved us. Yeah, that's fine. All of that. Skills we remove. None of that, please. No health bar. Just the visuals. And he's super tiny. Hello. Okay, we gotta increase his size a bit. He is... Oh, right. This is a sprite render. This is not an image. That's the problem. Ooh. Can you use sprite resolvers on images? That's a question. Maybe not. Sprite library, sprite resolver. Let's see. Unity use sprite resolver on image. To UI image, please. Ay. Someone did a workaround where they had both a sprite render and an image, and then they just like straight up ripped this from the sprite render. That I don't like that. But wait, can we... Maybe a sprite render can be maskable. Yeah, mask interaction, visible inside mask. Then it should be fine. If we can get it working. So let's undo all of that garbage that we did. Here he is. We just do visible inside mask. And he's not visible at all. Great. Guess we can just do a mask. And remove the rect mask. Or wait. I mean, this doesn't need to be a UI at all, right? We can just have this be a world object. Mage frame, we'll call it. We'll give him a little 2D object, a sprite. Make it be that thingy. Yeah, we just give this a mask. No, why did it turn it to rect transform? Sprite mask, there. So then we'll, I guess we'll drag him back in here. Characters, mage. There he is. Unpack. Once again, we'll remove all the garbage that we don't need. There we go. Set this to visible inside mask. And he disappears still for some reason. I don't know why. Stop. Would you, like, not do that, please? Outside mask. What? Visible inside mask. Sprite mask, alpha cutoff. Why is it not? Rect mask, no. That's super annoying. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not being masked. Unity mask sprite. Wait, oh. Right, am I meant to add the sprite mask to this component? Maybe that's how it works. Wait, no, there's like an alpha cutoff. What if we do, what happens here? I'm not sure at all how this works, honestly. Let me check. Right, you add like some sort of what if we do this? UI mask, how does that look? I can't really tell what it's doing. Alright, so let's keep him like this for now, I guess. We'll fix that a bit later. Yeah, okay. Let's do something like that for now. Let's maybe change the color of it as well. There we go. And that bot, yeah. I think honestly those bots just they come and go. I don't think really there's much you can do about it. Right, so let's animate this guy. We should have a character component. We do not, so let's give him it. Character. Animator. That is this one. There we go. Arcade Puzzle Manager. Let's add a reference to our character. Platformer movement. We'll do all of this namespaces. Character, mage, character, we'll call it. So at the start, we'll just do mage character dot... Wait, I think he's already going to be idle. Let's see. I think he might play the idle animation out of the box. Hello, please load. Right. I did not change that much, come on. There we go. No reference. Okay, yeah, just some editor stuff. Okay. So let's give a reference to the character. And I think he will already do some idle animation. Yes, he will. Great. So I think what we'll do is we'll just play different stuff every time there's like an input. We'll play some hit animation or whatever. Let's see what we have. Platform attack, how does that look? Yeah, sure. What about shot? Okay. Oops. Don't want to make a new animation. So we have shot. What about fire 1? No, that's nothing. We have all of these. Cast heal and whatnot. Oh. Jab? Yeah, I think we'll do jab. And let's actually move this a little bit in. Like that, I think. Then of course we have to move this, the distribution or the reward requirement thingy. There. So what if we do mage character? I think is it in the arcade block? No, falling piece. This is where we actually move it, right? It is, yes. I guess here we'll do arcade puzzle manager, for instance, mage character. Set state, is that it? Let's see how we did it in the platformer minigame. Player movement here. No, wait. Platformer fighter. We did animator dot set trigger. Okay. It's a lot of different. So we'll do animator dot set trigger jab, I think. And we'll do the same in the rotate. See if that works. No, I mean he did it at the start, but deal damage. Yeah, okay, so it is. It is trying to call another function, which I was suspecting would happen. Basically, this the jab animation actually calls a function here, deal damage, which is in the main game pretty much. So I guess we'll create a new animation. Let's see which one we liked best. Jab was like that. What about shot? Well, that was that thingy. Push, ready, resting, running, mine, landing, jumping, jab, hit. Oh, that's when we take damage. Okay. Heal. Right. Get up, get down, falling, dead, crawling, climbing. Attack. Nothing. And platformer attack, for example, is that thingy. Yeah. So I think we'll do jab. We'll just copy this pretty much. Copy. We'll create a new animation. We'll call it arcade. arcade input, I guess. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. I think honestly I think we could just speed it up a little bit. So where are all our... Hello? That's weird. There's nothing here. Hello? That's quite concerning. Why is everything gone? Is he still gonna do idle animation? He's not. Okay, this is no good. I'm not sure why these are... Like, they're all gone. Hopefully this is just like an editor. A bug with the Unity editor. So let me restart the project real quick. Okay, yeah, it was a bug. Right. Let's go into our animator. Here, arcade input. So we'll do trigger, arcade input. Do an any state transition. No transition duration. We'll remove the exit time. I will set it to if arcade input. Something like that, I think. That's how we do it. Yes, we untick can transition to self as well. And we had this, whatever this is, solo state. I don't really know what it does, but the other ones had it. So then we'll just do set the arcade input trigger instead. There we go. And now he should do some animation. Hopefully. Oh! Too much, dude. Bit too much. Right. So it's always being set for some reason. Move. Oh, right. We move also if this is also being called every time it moves down. So that's no good, of course. Let's see. Move left, we'll do Boolean moved equals move. If we moved, then we'll do the animation. And same for this. And so we'll also do that. But the rotate, yeah, the rotate, that's only being called when we actually do an input. That should fix it, I think. So now he's just idle. And he starts constantly doing it again. Why? I thought that was the only thing we needed to do. Platformer fighter. Character animator set trigger. Yeah. It's not even true anymore. So I'm not sure why it's not going back to idle. Player minor, here. Character animator set trigger, platformer attack. How is it? What is different with this then? Nothing. What about the transitions? Exit time. I mean, that shouldn't do anything. There's literally no difference now. I guess we'll need to do... We could, in theory, make this... Or no, make a transition from that to the idle. And we make that transition have a full exit time. I guess we could... Yeah, that would work. I think. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And let's speed this animation up, like 2x speed. Yeah. Oh, we're getting really lucky now with the distributions. Oof. Ay, 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 no. Now we can only get one red, I think. Yeah. Oh well, at least there's some points. If we get another red, come on. There we go. Now we get another distribution. Half yellow and half cyan. Is that gonna work? Ah, yeah, we're screwed. Womp womp. Or maybe not? I can't really tell. We get a blue one here. Here, we have to get rid of this thing there. What do we need in there now? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need a blue. Yeah, it should work. I think if we get a sign one in that hole now. Please, can we get the right color? There we go. Yes, that's correct. Now we need an all green one, which is gonna be difficult. Yeah. All right. So that's I think that's the base of the game done pretty much. And we added like juice and whatnot. And then when we finish, we get rewards. Great. I think as a final thing that I would like to do is add some objective text at the start of each minigame. So it kind of tells you what you need to do in order to actually give rewards. So let me just run to the bathroom real quick and we'll do that after. In the meantime, I will leave my party grinding the highest level. Hopefully they can survive it. Let's see. Let's do knight and 3 archers. Yeah. That should be fine. Alright, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right, they all died, unfortunately, and of course we got the. I think there's a rebirth knowledge that makes, yes, this Lone Rider. So when you only have one party member, they significantly increase their attack damage and speed, which is why this archer is going absolutely ham. As you can see, he slows down when you do more than one party members. Alright, so the last thing I think we'll do is we'll just display the objective in each minigame. We'll have some little panel, I think. We'll do... Wait, is this canvas? Okay, it is scaled properly, good. Clear lines matching the required color distribution. Something like this. We'll do a destroy after seconds, which is a common helper script that I use. Destroy it after 10 seconds, I think. And so we'll add all of these to our different minigames. This is a child. What did we do? Minus 75? I think so, right? Let's see. Minus 75, yeah. Mine as many ores as possible. Time runs out. Objective display. But let's copy this one, the original, to the platformer minigame, and we'll do the same thing here. Paste as child. 0, minus 75, and then of course, yeah, here we also need to drag that up a bit. Or maybe we'll just, yeah, pull it down a little bit instead. Maybe that's better. But yeah, let's also up the transparency. Or the opacity. Objective. Reach the goal. And defeat as reach the goal for rewards. Defeat enemies for bonus rewards. Yeah. I think we'll do something like that. Now let's see if this works properly. Go to the mage minigame, objective, yeah, clear lines. On, please. There we go, blue one. Just need 2 more now. 1 more. Okay, now we should get, what, 20 points, because we got the correct distribution. Ay, ay, ay. That one's going to be difficult. 2. What do we have? We have 2, 2. Wait, this one is actually meant to be 4 green and 2 cyan. I just noticed. But so 2 of each and then 4 of the cyan one. It's going to be like impossible to do. Yikes. Let's try it, I guess. 2, so we'll need to do something like that, I guess. Put another sign here. No more red, so we'll drag that down to the bottom. Got a yellow, which is perfect. Ay, ay, ay. No, that's wrong. Yeah. Let's do another cyan. Now yellow. How do we do this then? We have to do it like that. But no, then we block that one. Ay, ay, ay. This is really difficult. Let's see if we can get a cyan. Yes. None of those were correct, right? No, they weren't. It's the one down there that we need to... 2, 2, 2. Oh! We just need a cyan one. In there now. And then it should be correct. Please. Okay, here we go. Yes, that was correct. And we got the same distribution. Oh no. So let's... I think I want to change that up just a little bit. Tweak it so we don't get the same distribution twice. In here, randomized requirement, we do. Arcade block requirement. New requirement equals... We do this. Or we set it to null, no, or we just initialize it, and then we do new requirement equals the random logic, while new requirement equals the current requirement, or the new requirement equals null. Oh, right, it's curly brackets, of course. There. It's been really long since I did a do while loop. But yes, and then we set the current requirement to our new requirement. So that will basically guarantee that whenever we roll a new requirement, it's not the same one as we had. Okay, so we got four cyan and 6 green. That should be very doable. We'll just do this. And we got a new one. Perfect. All right. I think honestly I'll leave it at that for this stream, because I'm quite happy with what we did, and I feel like this is a good point to round it off, because the next thing we gotta do is probably gonna be a big change or a big addition. I think the next step is the last minigame for the archer. And starting that, of course, we want to do in a separate stream, so we can get the base minigame done in one day, hopefully. Right, so if you enjoyed the stream, or if you're interested in what I've been working on, then please do make sure to check out the Gridle. This is the game that I have been working on for this entire stream. It's actually quite different from what you've seen. What you saw me working on today is just a minigame, pretty much, of the base game. 1 out of 4 minigames that the game will have. Otherwise, it's an incremental idle game where you manage a party to fight like waves of enemies for you. You progress through levels, you unlock items, you upgrade your party even more, you rebirth eventually. The game almost has 300 rebirth upgrades right now, and obviously it's gonna grow a lot during development. So yeah, make sure to check out Gridle, and if you're on Twitch or on YouTube, depending on which one, make sure to subscribe or follow, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next stream, which should be on Friday. Yes.